Venezuelans have a right to do a revolution. Let us look at the facts. International law gives the people the right to do a revolution if two criteria are satisfied. First, that the regime is genuinely bad, way beyond unsuccessful, but really violating basic human rights. This criterion is satisfied. The regime has not only totally devastated the economy, devaluating the currency by a factor more than 1 trillion. They have also committed crimes against humanity, caused widespread starvation, and provoked a mass emigration of 1/4 of the population. Plus, the regime is a key part of a global crime syndicate producing and distributing in the order of 1,000 tons of cocaine per year. Second, for a revolution to be legal under international law, it must be supported by the majority. Already in 2018, a supermajority voted against the regime in the parliamentary elections. But the regime denied some of the parliamentarians the right to assume office. And in that way, the regime prevented its own ouster from power. Now, in July of 2024, while 3.3 million voted for the re-election of Maduro, a whopping 7.3 million voted against him. And another 5 million or so of the opposition were denied the right to vote by the regime. So the bottom line is that the Venezuelan people has every right to overthrow Maduro with the use of military force. But can they? Many times it's been said that the people does not have weapons, but it's a truth with modification. Although it's illegal for civilians to have weapons in Venezuela, guns in the hands of street criminals abound. Also, many lower-ranked militaries are unlikely to aim their guns at their own people. The problem is that Venezuela is full of Cubans, and also some Russians and Iranians. Still, if the people decides to do a revolution, there is no doubt in my mind that they can win. So what are they waiting for? They are waiting for instructions from their leader, Maria Corina Machado. She's still hoping that Maduro will come to his senses, choose to save his life, and that of many Venezuelans, rather than to end up like Mussolini or Gaddafi, lynched by those he tormented. A reasonable estimate is that over 80% of the population wants Maduro gone, but he responds with brutal repression. There can be little doubt that his days are counted. However, he has a problem. His boss, Vladimir Putin, dictator of Russia and head of the international mafia that provides the Venezuelan cocaine cartel with a nuclear umbrella. As we all know, Putin is waging a large war in Europe, and like Stalin before him, he has ordered his troops to shoot at soldiers who try to flee the battle. Maduro's bodyguards are Russian. So it's reasonable to assume that Maduro cannot abandon his post without being killed by his own bodyguards. And so Maduro advances with ever more intense repression, with ever more draconian measures. He's enraging the people more and more by the hour. They are biting their teeth, waiting for marching orders from Maria Corina Machado. Maduro is now, like Macbeth in the play by Shakespeare, in an utterly hopeless situation. We are near the end of the third act, waiting for the grand finale of this movie. Of course, if Maduro's bodyguards were smart, they would themselves hand him over to the Americans and collect the $15 million reward. But they probably only speak Russian. and haven't heard about the reward.